Welcome student. Now we already started stereochemistry and from this stereochemistry chapter we already finished optical isomerism. Now, and as we know, stereoisomers are of three types. Okay, one optical, okay, second geometrical, and third conformational. Okay, now we have already finished this optical. Okay, basic we have taken some basic concept in optical activity. What is optical activity? Their isomers, enantiomers, okay, diastereomers, okay, and what is condition for the compound to show optical activity. Then the next part was stereo, not symmetry, symmetry element, that we have already taken. Now today I am going to discuss geometrical isomerism. What is the meaning of geometrical isomerism, and next last conformational isomerism. Okay, now let us see geometrical isomerism. Geometry. Okay, so as we know the meaning of isomerism, stereoisomerism, stereoisomers having same molecular formula but different structure due to different orientation, and in stereoisomers sequence of chemical bond are same in all the isomers. Okay, so all the isomers have same type of chemical bond, but only direction three dimensional arrangement is different in isomerism. Okay, now in geometrical isomerism, geometry is different. Geometry of the molecule or atom in the molecule are different, that is called geometrical isomerism. Let us see, I will try to explain first. See, if this carbon attached to one more bond to another carbon by single bond, if A, B, D, okay, and E, F, G. This is carbon number 1 attached to carbon number 2 by single sigma bond. Okay, now and this carbon number 1 attached to another atom, carbon is tetravalent, 1, 2, 3, 4, and same C2 also, C2 have formed 4 sigma bond, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now in this structure what happened, this carbon single bond is free to rotate. Both the carbon will rotate around this carbon single bond. They are very free to rotate and therefore they undergo rotation. Suppose if we fix this carbon number 1 and if we rotate carbon number 2 through 180 degree, then what happen? You will get A, B, D and G will on top side, F will remain as it is and E will come at downside. Okay, this will be the new structure, and again this bond is free to rotate, means it is in continuous rotational motion. That's why again it will rotate, suppose for example 190 degree, and again it will come to original position. This structure will obtain. If this molecule, this carbon number 2 rotate through 180 degree around this carbon single bond between C1 and C2, then you will get this structure, and again rotate, because this bond is continuous in rotational motion, free to rotate, there is no any restriction, that's why it will continuously in rotational motion. So means this molecule convert into this molecule convert into this both are, that is called interconvertible. Means they are interconvertible, so they are not different, they are same molecule. They are not, these two structure are not different, they are same. So they are not isomers. They are not isomers. Remember this, very clear. So carbon-carbon single bond is in continuous rotational motion, and due to this rotational motion they will form another structure, but these two structure first and next after rotation, they are interconvertible and same, therefore they are not isomers, not stereoisomers. Okay, remember. But suppose if we put double bond double bond, if the compound having carbon carbon double bond or ring structure, okay, then what happen? Then the bond between C1 and C2 will not going to rotate. Rotation is not possible. Rotation is not possible now, because if we try to rotate C2, if we put C1 fix and if we try to rotate C2 across this carbon carbon double bond, then bond will break, and after breaking bond the original molecule will lost. Okay, so that is not possible. So what now, due to this double bond or multiple bond, the free rotation between carbon 1 and carbon 2 is now stopped. Okay, there is no free rotation now, no more free rotation because of double bond. Okay, and then that type of molecule give different structure, then that isomers having same molecular formula but different structure, that is called geometrical isomers. The isomers which the stereoisomers which arises due to restricted rotation of chemical bond across carbon carbon chemical bond, that isomers are called geometrical isomers. Okay, I will take some example and that will clear what are geometrical isomers. First, for example, ethene, CH2 double bond CH2. Okay, if we interchange these two hydrogen, okay, then what we get? Just interchange their position, you will get this. Whatever structure obtained after interconversion of atom or group present on carbon of double bond, is it different than first? No, they are same. Means these two compounds are not different, they are same, they are not isomers. Isomerism is not found in this type of compound. Okay. Now suppose if the compound is like this, for example 2-butene, carbon carbon double bond, structure of 2-butene is CH3 bond CH double bond CH CH3. Okay. This is the structure of 2-butene. Okay. Now I will draw another structure for the same molecule. Now see, observe these two structure A and B. See, this structure A and B both having same molecular formula, both same molecular formula C4H8. C4H8. Sequence of chemical bond is also identical between A and B. See, all the chemical bond present in molecule A are found in molecule B. Means, what are similarity between them? Same molecular formula. Molecular formula is same. Okay. Same sequence of chemical bond, same sequence of chemical bond, right? And now what is difference between these two structure? See, carbon number 1 having one methyl group and one hydrogen. Carbon number 2 also having one methyl group and one hydrogen. But see, both the methyl group is present on same side of the double bond, either on top side or down side, but here top side. Okay, both the methyl group means both the identical group present on same side of the double bond. Both the methyl group present on top side and both the hydrogen present on down side. Okay, but in structure B, see, carbon number 1 also having methyl group hydrogen, carbon number 2 also having hydrogen and methyl group. But what is difference between A and B? Identical group. Here carbon number 1 having methyl group on top side and carbon number 2 having methyl group on down side. Same, carbon number 1 having hydrogen on down side and carbon number 2 having hydrogen on top side. Means, here identical group present on same side of the double across double bond. Here identical group present on opposite side. Means, these two structure A and B having same molecular formula, same sequence of chemical bond, but different geometry. They have got different geometry. That's why such isomers, such stereoisomers, such type of stereoisomers which is generally found in double bond, means unsaturated compound or ring compound. The compound having ring means those organic compound in which free rotation is not possible. Free rotation of carbon-carbon single bond is restricted. That is called geometrical isomers. And all unsaturated compound will not going to show geometrical isomers. There is also condition to show geometrical isomers. I will explain. Okay, but this type of isomers, see, unsaturated compound, multiple bond compound, double bond or triple bond, in which identical substituent present on same side of the double bond and or same side or on opposite side. This type of isomerism, isomers are called geometrical isomers of each other, and such phenomenon is known as geometrical isomerism. Okay, one more example. Three hexene. In case of 3-hexene having CH3, CH2, CH double bond CH, CH2, CH3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 carbon atom. Here, if you want to write its structure, 3-dimensional structure, okay, then you will have two possibility. Here carbon-carbon double bond, here also carbon-carbon double bond. See, this carbon 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, carbon number 3 having hydrogen and ethyl group. Carbon number 3 and 4, 3 and 4. Carbon number 3 having two substituent, ethyl group, this and hydrogen. Now carbon number 3, okay. So carbon number 3 attached to ethyl group and hydrogen, so attach ethyl group first, then hydrogen. And now carbon number 4 also having ethyl group and hydrogen. So now we have two choices. Either we can attach ethyl group on top side or down side, or hydrogen top side or down side. Okay. Now due to this, suppose if we put ethyl group on top side, then and hydrogen down. See, in this structure, identical group present on same side, ethyl group, hydrogen, hydrogen. Now the isomers, in geometrical isomers, if same group present on same side or same side of the double bond, then that is called cis isomers. That is called cis isomers. And if now second possibility, here if we put ethyl group on top, CH3, CH2 and hydrogen down, on another carbon atom, if we put hydrogen on top, ethyl group down, then what is situation? In this structure, identical group present on opposite side, identical group present on opposite side of the double bond. There these two compounds are isomers of each other, same chemical bonding, same connectivity of bond, but different geometry. Such isomers are called geometrical isomers. Okay. And in this case, among these geometrical isomers, this is known as cis because same group present on same side, and if group present on opposite side, then that is called trans isomers. Trans isomers. So geometrical isomers, sometimes also known as cis trans isomerism. Cis trans isomerism. Okay. So this is the cis form, this is trans. Okay. So very simple question can be asked, identify which is cis, which is trans. So what is condition? If the group, if identical group present on same side, then cis, opposite side trans. Very simple. Now one more thing, there are some certain condition for the compound to show geometrical isomers. Condition. What are condition? Which compound show geometrical isomers? The compound, first condition must be unsaturated or ring structure, ring compound. Okay. So saturated compound does not show geometrical isomerism or isomers. Remember, saturated compound will not going to show geometrical isomers. Okay. So for geometrical isomerism, which compound? Unsaturated compound, either double bond or triple bond, unsaturated, multiple bond, unsaturated compound and ring compound, ring. Okay. That is one basic condition. And second condition, see, suppose this is carbon carbon double bond, carbon carbon double bond. See, this carbon having two hydrogen, this carbon means second carbon of double bond also having hydrogen, means whatever atom or group of atom attached to carbon number 1 are same, and this substituent present on carbon number 2. If this is the situation, then that type of compound does not show geometrical isomerism. Very clear. And again, and some condition are there. Second condition is that this carbon atom of double bond must have different substituent. This carbon number 1 does not have identical substituent. Both the group attached to carbon number 1 must be different. A is not equal to B, and whatever substituent present on this carbon number 1, then this substituent present on carbon number 2, A and B. Carbon number 1, the substituent attached to carbon number 1 must be present on carbon number 2. If they are different, then it does not show geometrical or isomerism or cis trans isomerism. Okay, so these two conditions, if fulfilled by compound, then that will show geometrical isomerism. Very famous example. See, carbon number 1 and carbon number 2. For example, carbon number 1 contain carboxyl group and carbon number 1 also contain hydrogen, and these two substituents are not equal. And second condition is that these two substituents present on carbon number 2. Therefore, it is possible to show geometrical isomers. So, very simple. Its geometrical isomers is see this. These two compound has got different physical and chemical properties. Physical and chemical properties. One of them is maleic acid and second is fumaric acid. Okay. So these two compounds have got different melting point or boiling point. Their some chemical properties are also different. Okay. Now this compound easily undergoes dehydration, but it is very difficult to undergo dehydration. Okay. So they are different chemical compound. In this compound, identical substituent present on same side. Here identical substituent present on opposite side. So definitely it is cis form or cis isomers, and here opposite side means trans isomers. Okay. So this is one more famous example of geometrical isomerism, maleic acid and fumaric acid. Getting? Now, so this is the cis and trans isomerism. How to give cis and trans isomerism? Nomenclature, or how to identify cis and how to identify trans? Just see, if identical substituent present on same side of the double bond, either top side or down side, if we rotate it, you will get then this carboxyl group will be at down side. Okay, but same side. Okay, if we put carboxyl group, here hydrogen, here carboxyl group, no problem, till they are on same side of the double bond. Okay. So this is cis, and if identical group is on opposite side, see carboxyl group, hydrogen, opposite side, then that is called trans isomers. Okay, these cis and trans isomers have different physical property, some physical property and chemical properties. Okay, so this is cis trans isomerism. Now there is one more point, EZ nomenclature or EZ isomers. What happened? Suppose if the compound is like this, then tell me, is it cis or trans? Cis or trans? What happened? See, in this carbon number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, carbon number 2 means carbon atom of double bond C2 having two group which are different. Okay, CH3 is not equal to hydrogen, but same group, this two group is not present on carbon number 3. Then how we can identify whether it is cis or trans? Then it is not possible. So to identify these two compound, suppose another, I will write another form. Among these two, which is cis and which is trans, it is very difficult to identify. Okay, because carbon number 2 having two substituent, methyl group and hydrogen, but these two substituent is not present on carbon number 3, which is the carbon atom of double bond. Okay, that's why cis trans isomerism or nomenclature is not possible. For such type of compound, EZ nomenclature is there. E and Z. EZ nomenclature. Very simple. EZ. Now, how to give E and how to give Z notation or nomenclature? See, what you have to do. First, come to carbon atom of double bond C2. On C2, which group is bigger? On C2, two substituent are there. One is methyl group and another is hydrogen. Which is bigger? Bigger means ring size, group size. Which is bigger? Methyl or hydrogen? Definitely methyl group is bigger. Just round it. Come to carbon number 3. Here carbon number 3 means second carbon of double bond. This is first carbon of double bond. On this first carbon of double bond, methyl group is bigger or higher preference. Now on C3, two group are attached, ethyl group and iodine. Among these two, which is bigger or having higher atomic weight, atomic number or higher atomic number? Here carbon is attached and here iodine. So definitely iodine having higher atomic weight. So carbon number 2 methyl group, carbon number 3 iodine, and two bigger group present on opposite side of the double bond. One bigger group top side and here iodine on down side, means opposite. In that case, this form is named as E isomers. E isomers. This is called E isomers. Means first write IUPAC name, before the IUPAC name write E. That E represent the geometry of substituent across carbon-carbon double bond. That is the meaning of E. E means opposite. Now come to here, same carbon number 2, carbon number 3. On carbon number 2, which is bigger? Methyl group is bigger. On carbon number 3, iodine is bigger. So bigger group present on same side. Bigger group present on same side. So it is Z isomers. Z isomers. Okay. So in this way, we can named E isomers or Z. If cis trans is not possible, in that case we can give E isomers, Z nomenclature we can apply. Okay, this is simple example. Now one more example. If all the substituent are different, fluorine, bromine, iodine and chlorine. Fluorine, bromine, chlorine and iodine. Then now we have to identify which is E and which is Z. What we have to do? Come to carbon number, first carbon of double bond, first carbon, second carbon, first, second. Okay. on first, which is bigger. Bigger means either in atomic number or ring size, group size or atomic weight. Okay, so bromine or fluorine, definitely bromine. On C2, iodine or chlorine, iodine. So on C1 this group is on downside, on C2 bigger group is on top side, means opposite. So E isomers, it is E isomers. Here fluorine, iodine, fluorine and bromine, iodine and bromine both are present on same side, downside means same side. Okay, so it is Z isomers. So in this way we can give E and Z nomenclature. Okay, very simple. One more example. In case of cyclic compound, for example, we are very much familiar with this symbol. Okay, hydrogen. Now for this compound we have to give E and Z nomenclature. So E and Z nomenclature is given to only double bonded compound. Remember, now we have to focus on double bond. Okay, what we have to do?